Hey, welcome to question 9 of our 4 loops. Now, I'm glad you're here. Because this is where we get to start to do some interesting stuff that you maybe haven't encountered before. And let's take a look at the question first. I'm going to show you something a little bit different. Write a program to calculate the circumference and area of circles. Your output should be a table with lists of radius r of the circle, the circumference c, and the area for circles radius 10 to 100 in steps of 10 centimeters. Okay, so that's a very complicated question. There's lots going on there, lots to unpack. You can calculate the circumference equals 2 times, that's pi times radius, and area is 3, and area equals pi times radius to the power of 2. You see those little 2 asterisks next to each other? That is to the power of 2. You could have gone radius times radius. There's another way to square a number, of course. But they, here in this question, have used double asterisks to the power of 2. Don't forget BEDMAS. That will always be calculated first, right? Your exponents, after your brackets. I'm going to show you something different, though. Seeing as you've got this far, why not? We're actually going to use pi. Well, an approximation of pi, a closer approximation of pi than 3.14. How are we going to do that? Well, pi exists already in the Python language. It's already there. All we need to do is access it. Where is it? Well, it's in a library. It's in a library called math. And in order to access it, we need to import math. So if you look in the reference, here I am. I found Python math.py constant. Again, W3 schools. Yeah, providing the goods. Very nice. Python math.py constant. Example, print the value of pi. So we need to import math, import that library, and then print math.py. So we're going into the math library, and this little dot syntax means we're accessing something within math. And pi lives within math. It's just a constant, or like a variable that doesn't change, right? And it lives there in math.py. If we import math, we can have pi pretty much exactly, or as close as you'd ever need. Okay, with that being said, let's do it. Import math. We now have the math library in Python. It comes with a whole lot of really cool things that you might need in your programming life. Sin, cos, tan, arctan, all sorts of really cool stuff lives in there. And importing is a really, really big part of Python. We end up needing to do it quite a lot. They try to keep the core library small, which means if we want to access anything specialized, we import that, like we're doing here with math. Okay, let's make our life easy for ourselves, and we're just going to say at the top, we're going to say pi equals math.py. Cool. Great, so we now have pi, and we don't have to put math.py all the time. Okay, back to our question. List of area of circles, outputting a table with radius r of the circle and circumference c in the area. Okay, so, right. First thing we need to do is print, and we need to say radius, and then let's tab it across circumference, and then area. Oops, give ourselves a bit more than that. Oh, that's all you're giving me. Okay, fine. And for consistency's sake, keep them all small, whatever. Print that. Okay, next. For I in range don't forget, start, stop, step in range, okay? And including, it doesn't include the stop number. So radius 10 to 100 in steps of 10. So our start number is 10, stop number 101, and our step is going to be 10. For I in range 10, 101, 10, let's go, radius is equal to I, we don't need that, circumference, so sure, let's just go see. Terrible idea. Generally try to avoid this. I just don't want to write out circumference each time. Circumference is equal to 2 times pi, 2 pi r, 2 times pi times, you know what? I'm going to change I to r because it's going to make more sense. For circumference equals that, area is going to equal 2 pi 2 times pi times r, no, pi times r to the power of 2. That little double asterisk, don't forget, to the power of. Hopefully you can still see that. Cool. Now we need to print. And we should just be able to table everything up. Let's just go. Whoops, where's this? Let's just go without any spaces or anything. It's not going to look that pretty. Maybe we can work on prettiness later. Let's go R, let's go C, and let's go A. Cool. Okay, that is right. But it all looks quite shocking because of those decimal places. Let's round them off to 2. Round that whole expression there, comma 2. Take that whole thing, round that to 2 decimal places as well, and right, okay, that's there. I don't like that at all. It does not look anywhere near like it could. We can make this a little bit more complicated and just put some tabs in like this. It's going to start to look a little bit shocking. I'm going to use dot format. Ooh, no, go away. That whole thing. Make a new string, bum, bum. Tab these out a little bit. Dot format, RCA. And bring it all onto one line so you can still see it. And run that. That's closer. Now we can just play with this a little bit. That didn't seem to change very much at all. Interesting. Hey, there we go, that's better. There is another library, which is one of my favorites, called Tabulate, that might help you here. My seniors are very familiar with that library. For the moment, it's a hand-fisted solution, but it's working. There we go. That is question 9 done, part 4, all of our for loops done as well. Next time, we are looking at while loops, part 5, beginning Python. See you then.